Is it possible to get an annulment instead of pursuing an uncontested military divorce? When it comes to ending a marriage, many people wonder if they can choose an annulment instead of an uncontested divorce, especially military personnel. Let's break down what this means and how it applies to you. First, let's clarify the difference between divorce and annulment. A divorce is a legal process that ends a marriage, acknowledging that it existed but is now dissolved. This process often involves dividing property, determining child custody, and possibly awarding spousal support. For military personnel, specific laws like the Uniformed Services Former Spouses Protection Act come into play, affecting benefits and property division. On the other hand, an annulment is a legal declaration that a marriage was never valid. It essentially erases the marriage from legal records, making it as if it never happened. Annulments are typically granted for reasons such as fraud, bigamy, or lack of consent. Now, is it possible to pursue an annulment instead of a divorce? Yes, but only if the marriage meets the strict legal criteria for annulment. These criteria can vary depending on where you live. For military personnel, the process of obtaining an annulment is similar to that for civilians, but the implications regarding military benefits can differ. When considering annulment, military personnel should keep a few practical points in mind. First, you will need to hire a civilian attorney for either divorce or annulment proceedings. Military legal assistance attorneys cannot representing you in court for these matters. Another important factor is the impact on benefits and rights. If a marriage is annulled, the former spouse may not be eligible for military benefits that would have been available in a divorce scenario. This includes things like health insurance and commissary privileges, unless the annulment is granted for specific reasons that preserve these rights. Additionally, unlike divorce, annulments typically do not have a waiting period before finalization. However, the process can still take time due to the need to prove that the marriage was invalid. In summary, while it is indeed possible to pursue an annulment instead of a divorce, it is essential to ensure that the marriage meets the legal grounds for annulment. Military personnel should carefully consider how this decision may affect their benefits and rights when choosing between these two legal options.